The best way to become proficient at hot sticking is by doing, but on-the-job training is more effective if the student is familiar with the tools and methods of hot sticking before he tries using those tools. In this part of the program, we're going to look at various hotline tools. We'll learn what their functions are and the proper way to take care of them. Hotline tools are specialized tools that allow linemen to work safely on energized lines and equipment. They insulate the linemen and allow them to keep a minimum distance between themselves and the energized lines and equipment. The basic hotline tool is the hot stick. Hot sticks are poles that are made of non-conductive materials, such as fiberglass and an epoxy resin or wood. The poles also generally have a high gloss coating which repels moisture. The function of a hot stick depends on the tool that is attached to the end of the stick. A common hot stick is the universal hot stick. This stick has a universal fitting that is designed to accept a variety of interchangeable tools. Some of the tools are shown here, including pliers, various tools for removing and installing tie wires, a fuse puller, a wire brush, a cotter key puller, and a screwdriver. We'll look at some of these tools and others in more detail later in this program. Another common hot stick is the wire tong, which may also be referred to as a lifting stick or holding stick. The wire tong has a head with a hinged tong that can be closed to securely grip a conductor. Wire tongs are designed to hold a conductor in a given position, or to hold a conductor securely while moving it to a different position. Link sticks are similar to wire tongs in that they're designed to hook or clip over a conductor. But while wire tongs are used to lift and move conductors, the primary purpose of a link stick is to support the tension of a conductor. For example, here's a link stick that is being used with a sling and a hoist to support the tension of a conductor so that a string of broken dead-end insulators can be removed and replaced. Certain hot sticks can also be combined to construct auxiliary arms. Auxiliary arms are used to hold more than one phase wire at a time when work needs to be done on a multi-phase circuit. Besides hot sticks, hotline tools also include a variety of accessory tools and equipment. This device is a wire tong saddle. It's used to anchor a wire tong to a wooden pole. A block and tackle is commonly used to help control the movement of wire tongs when they're used to move lines. Hard plastic cover gear is used to cover system components so that they don't come in contact with an energized line, and so that linemen are protected from accidental contact with energized lines. For example, if the line that's being moved here accidentally fell on the crossarm, the insulation provided by this crossarm guard would prevent the crossarm and the pole that the linemen are standing on from becoming energized. The cover gear that is used when hot sticking distribution lines typically has a handle or grip loop fitting so that the cover may be installed using a hot stick. The hotline tools that we looked at are just some of the different tools that are used to hot stick distribution lines. The overall function of all of these hotline tools is to insulate linemen from energized lines and equipment while allowing them to work on the lines and equipment from a safe distance. In order for hotline tools to give the margin of safety that they're designed and manufactured for, the tools must be properly cared for, both when they're stored and when they're being used in the field. When hot sticks are not being used, they should be stored in a warm, dry place. Moisture and dirt can create conducting paths along a stick and make it dangerous to use. A common way of storing hot sticks is to hang them vertically from a bar. This allows uniform air circulation that helps to keep the tools dry. It also helps avoid the sagging that can occur when hot sticks are stored horizontally on racks for long periods of time. Hot sticks are also stored in rooms that are equipped with heaters that eliminate moisture and keep the tools dry. When hot sticks are transported to the field, they should be secured in protective containers or on racks on the utility truck or they may be transported in a hot stick trailer. Hot stick trailers are usually equipped with racks and bins so that the hotline tools may be stored in a neat and orderly manner. And the sticks are firmly secured to prevent them from being damaged while they're being transported. Hotline tools are also carefully handled at the work site to prevent them from getting damaged, wet, or dirty. When not in use, the tools for a given job may be kept on portable racks, which are sometimes called trees. Or they may be laid on a clean, dry tarp. Hotline tools should never be laid on the ground, where their insulating abilities can be affected by moisture and dirt. As an additional safety precaution, hotline tools should be cleaned both before and after use. Depending on company policy, the tools may be wiped down with a treated cloth or with special waxes or liquids. As the tools are cleaned, they are also inspected. Hot stick surfaces are checked for cracks, cuts, chips, or abrasions. A hot stick like this one, with a dirty, greasy, and peeling finish, may not provide the insulation it's supposed to and should not be used. A hot stick with cracks, like this one, was probably overstressed or damaged in some way and may not be able to handle the weight it was designed for. Cracked sticks should not be used either. Metal fittings are also checked to make sure that they're securely fastened to the stick, that there are no signs of damage, and that any moving parts operate as they're supposed to. When you're using hotline tools, your safety depends on the ability of the tools to insulate you from energized lines and equipment, and your safety depends on the mechanical ability of the tools to perform the job. If you have any doubt about the condition of a tool or any part of a tool, it should not be used. Now, in this first part of the program, we looked at a variety of hotline tools that may be used for live line distribution maintenance and repair, and we looked at the proper way to take care of those tools. When we continue, we'll look at some basic steps for planning a hot stick job, and we'll look at some common safety practices to observe when using hotline tools.